new games being hyped up almost as much as blockbuster movies these days, there's a lot of interactive entertainment vying for your gaming dollars. And once you've decided on your particular game, then you have to decide which edition to go for.
Yeah, I mean, there's collector's editions, special editions, limited editions, and each of them with their own collection of bonus swag for you to choose from. Which brings us up to Splinter Cell Blacklist, a new game which includes, amongst the goodies in its 5th Freedom Edition, a graphic novel called Splinter Cell Echoes, written by our old fave, Nathan Edmondson.
For those unfamiliar with Splinter Cell, it focuses on a guy called Sam Fisher, who is pretty much the most hardcore Black Ops badass in the world. If you want to get someone in and out of a heavily guarded location with no one the wiser, then Fisher's your guy.
And with the wide variety of gadgets, weapons, and espionage doodads that come along with these games, Edmondson's experience with writing spy thrillers makes him the perfect man for the job.
It was a good idea to flesh out Sam's life in between the games rather than adapting an existing story, although it does dovetail a little bit at the end with the appearance of the engineers, who will be the main antagonists for the new game.
Yeah, it's a solid little spy story, featuring plenty of Sam creeping around in the dark with 3 green lights strapped to his head. We see a bunch of his signature moves as he takes people down, and it has a nice mix of flavours. Obviously including elements of the game world, but also including elements of Edmondson's other spy-fi title, The Activity.
Yeah, which makes sense given that he's teamed up with Mark Lamming again on art. There's the same scratchy, slightly messy look to the visuals that I really enjoyed in The Activity. It works really well here. I also like that this book tries to reveal more about Sam's personality. Spending time trying to build a relationship with your daughter isn't great material for a game.
Press X to hug.
But I think having it here will give a greater sense of context when you're actually playing Splinter Cell. I'm giving this one a buy.
Yeah, look, this isn't a book that blew me away initially, but I had to remember the purpose that it was serving. I mean, this is meant to be an adjunct to the game, and for that it works really well. I mean, even the occasional moments of fan service or the repeated references to the 5th Freedom, which I think would jar if this was a standalone, makes sense in this context, and it is a lot of fun. So I'm giving it a buy as well. And hopefully, if you're looking at 2 different special editions, and one of them has this book, this will make your decision a little bit easier.